what are you doing this late? I couldn't sleep, so I'm gonna do some spicy sketches. Nothing too crazy, but a little risque, I guess. Hey, what's going on? Oh, that's who? No, I'm just doing gestures. I'm not drawing any fan arts. Yep, I am. I wouldn't say this is quite accurate. This is actually horrible. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there we go. Okay, what's next? Let's go with the back. Okay, there we go. Cool. Very good. I never go angles. Angles, you just gotta have you have to understand angles based on the horizon line. If you understand the horizon line in an imaginary way, you can do it. I have a YouTube video on this very thing. Go check it out if you want. What about the S-curve? The S-curve only works if you're doing it by S-curves. This one's more straightforward if they anything, but S-curves are usually like this. Hold on. Yeah, you can use boxes. Use boxes is actually, if you see, this is how to do it. If you're using circles, you're looking for more of gestural movements. If you're looking for accuracy, use boxes. Clip Studio Paint is what I'm using. Body is like this. Okay. Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint. There you go. Clip Studio Paint. It's a clip as in like a video, studio as in like a studio, and paint as in like paint. Yeah, that makes it easier. No problem. No problem. Actually, it's in the descriptions if you don't have to go look for it, I think, if I remember right. Should be. Yeah, I wish I can sleep, but I get too many nightmares about life, so I think it was best if I just drew something. Ooh. You should have, well, you might be a bit disappointed because these days now everything's a subscription. The only reason why I don't I don't use a subscription is because I was grandfathered in Clip Studio Paint, so I don't have to pay a subscription because I don't upgrade at all, so I don't care the upgrade. I don't need the upgrades. So you may have to pay a subscription, which is gonna suck. It's just so annoying, to be honest. Okay. Oh wait, I see where the problem. I see the problem. Hey, Stardust, what's going on? No problem. Got one. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. It is late night, so. Hello. Well, I have to move fast. I have to move pretty fast, but this is part of the draftsmanship. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you. Yeah, most of the time. But I will admit, I did say in the, I did admit in the, I did admit in the, what do you call it? I did admit in the, what do you call it? The title, this one's gonna be a bit more spicier than the rest. You know, they assume when they see female, it's just ultimately gooning. If I was drawing a dude, they wouldn't say a thing. Okay. Thank you. Back here. Happy zero school. Okay. Let's go right here. Hello, yeah, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I do like Sonic. Sonic's alright. I think it's pretty cool. I gotta do another one. Just knocking these out. We're doing them really fast. And he's just rage baiting you. That's all. I wouldn't respond to it. He's just a rage bait. I don't think he even means it. I think he's just rage baiting. And if it means it, doesn't really mean anything. Ooh. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Thank you, Silver. I appreciate my dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, like that. All right, that's cool. I have to look at the other videos that you sent me. I was supposed to do a reaction on it. So tomorrow, well, technically today, but later on, we're going to play a little Blue Protocol and then go do artwork. So, yeah, I got you. I didn't want for you to miss it, so like that's why I didn't really do them all that much right away, because it would suck to have to go rewatch that and see my response to them. Since you're the one who sent it to me, it will only be right if you get to see it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Bro, can you teach me anatomy? You gotta become a student. You gotta become a student, bro. It's a link in the bio. In my profile if you want to check it out. It's a simple fee every month. I teach my students, those who actually are serious, I teach them. Give them the help they need. Okay, no problem, dude. No, yeah, no problem. Or, if you don't want to be a student, you can go to the YouTube channel and check out my tutorials there. That might be helpful as well. Shit. Right here needs to be... Okay, that's pretty good. Clean up this neck. Clean over here. Here and here. There we go. Right here. Okay, the arm is a little bit too wide here. So we're going to pull this back here. Yeah, it just needs, the arm was a little bit too wide. No girl's arm is that wide. There we go. Oops. Okay, like that. Like that. Okay. Fix here. I think the head is a little bit too big in my opinion. I think it should be a bit smaller, but there you go. That's crazy. Oh, how long have you been doing art? I've been doing it since 6 years old. I'm 30 now, so. But if I took it seriously when I was in my 23s, 24s, I probably would have been in a better place at 19 if I did. If I took it seriously back then. I think the bud's a little bit too weird looking, so we're gonna fix that. Gonna round it off a little bit more. Sunk it in a little bit more. Sick, yeah. Here we go. There we go. Okay, the neck needs to be curved in. Okay. Let's wrap this around here. Like so. Now right here needs to be smaller. The upper half has to be smaller. Right here. Well, it's not done yet, so we'll figure it all out. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Here. they're snacking. Here. Chin is a little bit too sharp, so I'm gonna soften this a little bit more. I don't like how that looks. We can change the head shape. There we go. Yeah. Stomach's a little bit too weird, so I'm going to fix this part. I'm going to pull it in. Too long of an eyebrow. A little bit more. There you go. Hold on, sorry. Okay, I think think you could draw the calf facing the hand. I don't know how people would call that pose though. Hold on. Shit. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, it's like standing and the calf is split. Not really sure what you're referring to be honest. Calf is split. Okay. What's that? Okay. Alright, my English, my bad. English ain't my mother tongue anyway. Can't make a sentence without it sounding weird. It's alright, bro. You're good. You're alright, dude. Don't feel bad. Don't feel no way. I think you're doing just fine, to be honest. You're good. You're good. I'll grab. I don't know. I usually just pick at random most cases, but when I'm purposely trying to make reactions, I usually make sure to incorporate the anime stuff because I post the anime reactions into the videos into the reaction anime. I mean the reaction what do you call it? The reaction channel. Okay. Thanks, but I gotta go. Parents called me out for laundry. Good work. See you later, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, good. Any plans for tomorrow? For tomorrow, so you see, tomorrow, once I come back on stream tomorrow, we're gonna play a little bit of Blue Protocol because I have to do the campaign thing, and then once I'm done playing, I go do some artwork and we'll do some reactions. Okay, the head bigger, but okay, pretty good. Okay. Actually, you know what? Okay. Okay, Silver, you do your thing, bro. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not very talkative. I'm just trying to really understand what I'm doing here. That's a strange metaphor. Okay. Okay, that answers the question. Correct. Shoulders should be about here. Yeah, in most cases. It's your analytical ability to understand shapes and form. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Wow, he really just admitted that. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. What the fuck? He actually, bro, really just, he really just, what the fuck? No, bro, that's crazy. What? Hold on. Hold the fuck up. Did he really just admit that? That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Are you guys like? Are you guys actually like learning as I draw, or like I'm just curious to know? Is that something you guys are curious at looking at, or is just like you guys are hoping for me to say something? I'm just curious to know. It's something I always kind of wondered. That. The shoulder looks too wild. Okay. Cause I was just wondering, because sometimes I know you guys watch me. That's crazy. That is crazy. We did. Hey, what's up? What's going on, bro? Not much, just doing my thing. I just didn't do One Punch Man. See, how is it so far? No, that's not how is it. How is the animation? That's the real question. It's available on YouTube Animation and BOG. Shit. I watched it. Um, let's see here. Okay. Let me see. You said there was a small fight screen in the end of the episode too, and it was good. Okay, animation is dog shit. Oh god, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that, my dude. I was kind of concerned about that, cause like that's the biggest I think concern for most people when it comes to One Punch Man. Like it's the animation that keeps getting screwed over. Not really the story. I don't think the story is, I think, that crazy stupid. But like when it comes to like animation wise, that's where the problem comes in. The Southern thing was season 2. The worst was season 2. But wait, is this season? Wait, is this season good though? Like, is this season good? Because I know season 2 was total dog water. It was nothing compared to season 1. But is season 3 a upgrade from season 2, or is it good as season 1? I don't think it will be as good as season 1. I don't think any of the seasons are going to be good as season 1, but it probably is not as bad as season 2, animation wise. Okay. 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 Let me see. Let me see. Season 2. It will. It. It. You will watch season 3. You will say season 2 was way better. Oh shit! Is that bad? Okay. You watch anime shows like anime. Punch Man Brother. So like, wait. So season 3 is horrible. That's not good. All right. Okay, let me see. Yes. Oh yes, season 2 was way better. Oh my god. I'm so annoyed by that now. Are you kidding me? Okay, let me see. He said, I was watching The Rise of the Shield Hero now from season 4. I episode 3 halfway and I saw you live, and that's why I came and say hi. I got you, I got you, bro. It's like bad that people are saying animation of Blue Lock 2 is way better. Oh god, I remember people said that they use like slideshows and stuff to represent the animation in Blue Lock, and people are saying the animation and oh god, that is horrible. That is why is this happening? They're probably out of money. It has to be a money thing. It has to be a money thing. I don't think it's unless it's like a no-name animation studio, which I doubt. So it must be money. It has to be money. So they're cutting corners as best as they can. Ah, my leg. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. It's not reading in my head. One second. Okay. So this animation is way better. No, it is not the money animation stuff. It's just saying it is studios big shots. One Punch Man is one of the biggest titles in anime community. Can't have money problem. I don't know. Something's going on for Blue Lock and One Punch to have this issue. I know they switched studios from Mappa from season 2, and I think they went to JC Studios if I remember right in season 2, and I think they switched studios again for season 3, but I don't know. All right, later Instagram. I'm gonna get rid of you guys. Here we go. Let me see. It says here, and Madhouse is the one of the best studios. There is in an anime. Then what's causing this issue? Okay, Indian, thank you, dude. I appreciate my dude. Hope you do well in your classes. Keep safe and keep doing your thing, man. Appreciate you. Hey, crap, what's going on? You've been getting up early. Early is a very loose word. More like I can't sleep. Just having horrible nightmares, so. I'm making a what is that? I don't know what that is. A drink? Are people still playing Pokemon Stadium? I wonder. Oh, yes. Larry, what time is it over there for you? Is it like morning or is it like night? I'm pretty sure it's morning, right? Or afternoon. Is it not? Do you know Holy? Do you know Holy? If yes, what do you think it is morning? Huh? Rewrite that again. Do you think it's? Do you what? Do you know Holy? If what? Holy is a company. Do you know Holy? If yes, what do you think? I don't know what Holy is. I never heard of a company called Holy, much less the word holy. What is that? Let's see, how important are proportions in drawing? Very. Yes, Crab is right, very. Hold on. Very. Why do I? Okay, there we go. Oh my god. What? What the fuck? Hold on. Bro, what is this? Oh, okay. That was annoying the shit out of me. What the fuck? I was like, alright. Okay. Alright, the light's going this way. Good. still think the coloring is. Okay, pretty good. Now let's see. Okay, so I was in exchange here in Germany, and it's a company that sells powder that you can put in your drink. Powder. I was an exchange student. Okay, teach I am back. Classes late for 1 hour. I got you. Okay, Holy's a company. Okay. I got you. Huh. That's crazy. Okay, okay, I see something. I see seeing a 6-year-old Chinese kid play a really difficult song on the violin right now, and you. Teach, I just checked. JC staff has animated a lot of well animated shows. A lot of them I like and love. Yeah, I think JC is known for doing like the Sora Online series. If I remember it. Wait, what? I see a 6-year-old Chinese kid play a really difficult song on the violin right now. What the hell? That's kind of crazy. Okay. Okay. Clip Studio Paint. Wow, I just recognized the song. That must be from the PTSD from playing that stupid game. Mm-hmm. Clip Studio Paint for life. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, it is wrong to pick up a girl in... Yeah, they work on Pick Up a Girl in Dungeon, I'm pretty sure Sora Online. I think I stopped watching that at season 3. I think it's still going up to this day. Somehow. I gotta get back and watching it because I put it off on the... Why does they put a set? Wait, hold on. Take this and saturate. Moonlight Adventure. What's that sound familiar? It's not a game? I have 6 years of work experience. It's 6 years of 6 years of. I want to see if I take. Yeah, I know, I get it. I got it, bro. Okay, let me see. Hold on, I need to figure out where. Okay, gradient map. Okay. Huh. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's see. It's the studio staff that animated is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon and I think Sword Art Online. Oh, most of Sword Art Online if I remember right. You know what? Delete all of it. Delete all of it. Oh, I usually construct it by using what do you call it? The line of action. That's usually how I do it. That's usually how I do it. Let me see. New gradient. Clip Studio Paint. No problem, Louise. If you're still confused by what I just said, which is fine, you can always go to. No, I'm doing studies. Trying to learn how to use gradients. Oh. What the fuck? You said make the game, give it to MiHoYo. He said go to Nintendo. Nintendo needs to go MiHoYo verse. Yo, he said go to. He said go to. Nintendo needs to go to Pokemon. I mean, Nintendo needs to go to MiHoYo verse. Tell MiHoYo verse to make him a new Pokemon game. Do what they did with Azure Panilia, and just make sure the Pokemon are playable. It's fun, and don't let the players have sex with the Pokemon. That's it. Two things. Make it fun and don't let them have sex with the Pokemon. That's it. That's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? That's fucking. What the hell? Like, what? That's crazy. What the hell? That's the first thing that comes to your mouth. Okay. I was like, what? There's no rules against the Pokemon Batman. That's crazy. Wait, how? Oh my eye. How? Oh my eye. How would I approach? How would I approach a foreshortened pose where the torso is over the pelvis? That's easy. If you're talking about like, hold on. If you're talking about like, if I'm drawing the. Hello. I would ultimately just draw it like this if that's what you're trying to say. So like let me use an example. I'll use a better example. Let me see here. What was the question again? Hold on. You said hold on. You said hello, Guillermo, how's your day? What's up, bro? How would you approach a foreshortened pose where the torso is over the pelvis? Okay, let's find maybe a reference real quick. I saw something like that just earlier. Hold on. I saw that just earlier. Like, what the fuck? Oh, there it is. Just saw it. Oh, better yet. Circle. Let's not use pink. It's so hard to see. Okay. A little too straight for me, so I'm gonna grab this. I like it like this, like a little. Gives it a little more curve there. There we go. Make this a little more skinnier. There we go. My old switch told me to plug in the Wi-Fi thing. What is that? What is what? And the stomach's about here. So basically, that's what we did. That's what we just did. So how this works is that when drawing the upper half, this is wide and everything starts narrowing down. It's kind of like a down narrow thing that's happening. So as we're going down to the narrow, everything gets smaller as we get there. So that's what we just did. But the only difference between mine and the other one, it was more straightforward, little less curve. I put more curve than mine because I like giving more sense of exaggeration. I like exaggerating because it gives more personality to the character. But subtle, I'm not gonna lie, subtle gestures tend to, it tends to be more my crutch, because I learned something. The more subtle the drawing is, the more accurate the drawing has to be. Does that make sense? So like that's what just happened. So the more subtle the drawing is, like there's not a lot of like expansive movement. The more inward the movement is, the more accurate you have to be. Does that make sense? A lot of people fall for this problem. Yeah. Nope, I have not slept. I'm having nothing but nightmares constantly, so I don't like going to bed. I can't sleep. Yeah. Yeah. You got anything you can learn in animation, you can pretty much apply, actually even more, because in animation you have to really think it out, or at least feel it in a way that makes sense. You have to think of the physics, you have to think of the weight, you have to think of the center of gravity. All right, do your thing, Nathaniel. You gotta think of like the exaggeration, how exaggerated you're going, how less exaggerated you have to go. You have to think of the velocity, everything things. No, never have. Actually, no, I remember learning that in college, but we didn't go too far into it. See, this is why when people ask me, are they? How so? Well, it's trying to tell me something? So they're kind of good? Like, is your conscience trying to tell me something, or something more than that? I'm gonna suck this in a little bit. There you go. And then make the body curve it out. Ah, makes sense. Okay. So I thought that one through. I'll look into it later. Sounds interesting, to be honest. It actually does sound really interesting, to be honest. I wonder if Jordan Lee Peterson talked about that. Well, that makes sense. Okay. I don't think the person saw what I said. Nope. And this is why, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this is why I tell people to become a student. Because when sleep paralysis, I think that's, I don't know, is that psychological? That feels more physical, or both. A bit of both. Oh yeah, another thing. When foreshortening, I don't know if I mentioned this in my lessons on YouTube, but when foreshortening, the closer something is, the thicker the lines become. So always keep that in mind. Hey. So that you gotta keep that in mind. So the closer something is, the thicker the line. Actually, the closest thing towards us right now is either I wouldn't say the hands, it's the breast. That's why there's more emphasization around the breast, where there's a thickness of line here and here. Remember that. See, this is exactly why I make people pay, because when they ask me for help on stream, I don't know if they're actually paying attention. And I'm not referring to you guys on YouTube, I'm referring to the person who asked me on TikTok. Because I don't want to waste my breath telling someone something and then they got valuable information. And then they didn't even bother to watch because the first 2 seconds was too boring for them. That's why it's best to make someone a student, because their ear's going to perk up and they'll listen because they put money on the line. So when you're giving me $3 a month, or I think $5 a month for being a student, you get $20 worth, or $40 worth. No, actually $100 worth of knowledge that you don't have to like bullshit your way through and try to figure out on your own. But you know. Are they man then grifting healthy as what? I'm not sure what you're saying over there. Thank you, teacher. Well, bread is done. Bread? Bread? What do you mean by bread? Where's bread coming from? I'm confused. What's happening? You guys are mentioning bread. What you guys are mentioning bread for? I don't know what's happening. And that's the best. Bread. See, this is the thing. When you learn perspective, you can take a drawing like this that is just meant to be a foreshortening drawing. And if you know how to foreshorten the legs, like I did, because the legs are going towards us like this, right? And the other leg's going backwards like this, or slightly like this, but the other one's going like this. So they're kind of like inwards to each other, but one's more out, one's more going in. I was able to push them back here and here and build something brand new with just the perspective. I can make her look like she's standing on a building. So the whole perspective can just literally kill it all from that point. So like it's understanding perspective and foreshortening can really get you where you need to be. Remember, I just scribbled a little bit, but my knowledge of like making everything small into the distance makes it much easier to make a whole like background of something. You can feel like she's on, because the way I drew her makes you think that she's on a on the building. Oops, clicked on the wrong button. Sorry about that. Go away. Thank you. So like this, like for instance, if I drawing faces shouldn't be that hard because usually it's just about mapping the slantiness of how everything goes. So it's like that, and then oops. Like if you're drawing a character like this, you use the box. Yeah, after a while, you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do anymore. After a while of using the guidelines, you can have an imaginary guideline in your head, so you don't have to do it anymore. I only do it because half the time you guys are watching, so you guys can see the process beginning to end for those who are watching or free students. Most cases, I don't need to use it at all because it becomes a training wheel that you don't need. Childlike behavior? What did you say? What did you do? Yeah, what's up? What's good? 5 point perspective. No, that's a lie. No, don't listen to them. Anyone who tells you that is bullshitting you. Majority of professional artists still use guidelines even if they're in a professional setting. Most cases they don't need them, but they still use them because why not? Just because like you can, but it's not like it's evil. It's like it's the same. It's the same when people say real artists don't use reference. No, that's a lie. To be a real artist, you have to learn to use reference. It's like if I asked you to draw the Taj Mahal, and you don't know what the fuck that looks like. How you gonna draw it, right? So you have to look at it, have a good understanding of it, and then after a while drawing for a while, you don't need it. It's just like if I draw a bunch of anime girls, I don't really need to look at an anime girl. Yeah, don't listen to them. They're lying to you. So like if you're using I'm finding 5 first perspective. Actually, yeah, I think anyone's a real artist if you're trying and you're learning the rules. I don't think there's like a I don't think there's like a time of how much you put into art, like gaming. But if you understand the rules and fundamentals, then you'll be fine. Oops, that's a little. Actually, you're allowed your joke? Wait, hold on. I don't think I saw it. Hold on, let me look at it in a second. 1 second. How aren't you? Okay, I get you. I get it. It's like an artist dad joke. I get it. Artist dad joke. Okay. I remember right. Like if you use perspective, it's really easy to do it. And look at me, I didn't even make like very accurate lines. It's just that I have to understand the rules. Then everything goes back to once it came. But don't get me wrong, you need accuracy, but like if you understand how this works, then it makes it much easier to put a bunch of shapes into perspective. You can put people in perspectives. It's not as hard as you may think. Oh no, we'll put like about I'll put my knowledge of foreshortening at the top. Put like that. And it can just keep going and going and going and going based on, remember, small means far away, so you have to draw it small. Very close means as it is. Very close means the character, the box or the subject will be thicker and bigger. Anything in the middle, this is the rule whenever you're drawing anything in perspective. And foreshortening is about close and far, just up and front. Foreshortening is like back and forth. So foreshortening is like big and far away, like that. That's it. That's foreshortening. In most cases, just at its peak. Whether your perspective is correct or not, as long as you understand that, there it is. Now, when it comes to using the horizon line, always remember this. The subject that's under the horizon line, you're looking down at it. The subject that's at over the horizon line, you're looking from under with it. So you're looking up at it. So remember that. The subject that's on the horizon line, you're neither looking top or bottom of it. It's neutral. So that's the golden key. That's the rule. And like I said, with foreshortening, anything's far away, small. Anything big and close, you get the picture. So if you can combine these four concepts or 5 concepts, you won't have that much of an issue. So, or you can use two-way perspective if you want. I think how this works, I think it's like this. I'm getting the hiccups, even though I'm using a 1-point perspective. This is 2-point perspective. So anything goes into distance here, it's smaller. Anything goes into distance here, it gets smaller. So that's usually how the rule goes. So you have to keep that in mind. All right. So like if I were to take one of the anime girls I drew here, say if I took, I guess this one, and then slap her in here. Where is she? You can make her look like she's really close, like this. Oops. Hey, stop it. You're playing games with me, stop it. You've been acting really weird. Is your batteries dying? I think the batteries are dying. Okay. So like, for instance, see how this works? Like, because her legs are past this initial line, everything else we see upwards. And a good trick to know that if you're looking at a character without using the horizon line is to tell if you can see. Okay, so like, use the example. Okay, so like this, for instance. The reason why I know that I can see the character, or I know what angle we're looking from a top-down perspective, is because, well, obviously I can see the top of the breasts. I can see the top of the breasts. I can see the top of the legs. I can see the top of everything. I can see here, perfectly fine. I can see all of this. I can see even the top of the head. If I can see the top of a head, then I'm looking from a bird's eye view. I can see the top of the literal scalp of her head, right? But if I can't see, like I did before, oops. If I can't see the top of her head, oops. Come on, stop fighting me. if I can't see the top of her head, the neutral part is where I can see anything on top. So I can see the top of the here and here. So anything where it gets to a point where I'm looking up, or I can't see the top. So I can't see the top of her butt. I can see her butt, but I can't see the top of it. I can't see the top of her shoulder. I can see her shoulder, but I can't see the top of it. I can't see the top of her butt. I can't see the top of her back. I can't see the top of her scalp or her head. So therefore, my angle is somewhere in this particular area because I can see the top of here, 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 and here. So somewhere in my general area, I can see at least here. That's where my perspective line actually is. My horizon line is. So so that's how that indicates to me that I'm looking in the right direction. So let's use this example. So let's use this. I can see the top of her breasts. I can see the top of her hand. I can see the top of her stomach. I can see the top of her ass. The hand here is it's a little bit off. Oh, not off, but it gives one, or because she can put her hand up or down. But at this moment, no, I did that just to bring people in. But I can't see the top of her head. I can see her head, but I'm not over her head. So somewhere along the lines, my horizon line is here. Or here. I would say more here. Because I can directly see her eyes, like up to this point. So I will say it's somewhere in this general direction. Because I'm at the top of her neck, so I'm just gonna say the horizon line is in this particular area here. So that's how I know. That's how I always know if I'm looking in the right direction, no matter what. Let's use this as another example. Let's make this easy. Oh, actually, no. Let's use something a little bit more difficult, just to show what I'm talking about. Okay, this is that's not that difficult, but it's pretty easy to figure out. So I can see the top of her breast here and here. I can see the top of her stomach, her legs, knees, feet, but I can't see the literal top of her scalp. So my horizon line is somewhere here. Because I can see the top of her tail. I can see the top of her hand with her hands down to her side. I can see directly on top of the breast. I can see directly on top of the shoulder, so I'm going to say my horizon line is somewhere here. But I can't see the top of her head. Well, then again, I can probably say I can see the top of her head because her head is tilted. So that's what that is. Does that make sense to anyone who's listening? I think that makes sense. Oh, gotcha, Akuda. Here's an easier one. So like because I can't see the top of her shoulder, I can't see the top of her head, I can't see the top of her eyes. I can see her eyes, but I can't see the top of her eyelashes. I can't see the top of her arms. I can't even see the top of her ass. I think right here is where the horizon line is. It makes sense because the horizon line's here. So if I'm looking up at the character, that means the horizon line, I'm at the low bottom of the horizon line. It makes sense because if the horizon line was really high up, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. Because if I was here, I'm looking up. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't look up if you're at the bird's eye view. That makes no sense. We're at a mouse eyes view. She's looking down at us, so our horizon line is down. I hope that makes sense to anyone. And because our horizon line is down, we're looking up. If we're looking down, our horizon line will be up. It's always a flip of a coin. Always remember that. So the horizon line that is down, you're looking up, depending if you're under it. If you're under the horizon line, you're looking up. If you're over the horizon line, you're looking down. It's always a flip. So whenever you remember this. Whenever you're over the horizon line, like I said before, you're looking underneath something because you're looking up. You're usually looking underneath. If the horizon line, I need to make it more easier. If it's under the horizon line, that means we're looking down at it. And if we're dead center of the horizon line at all, whether it be here or here, we can't see the top nor the bottom, but we can probably see the sides of it depending on where it's placed at that point. But if it's directly on the horizon line where everything's going back at, we don't see here, here, or here. So remember that. Simple. This is something I mentioned in my YouTube video. So if you're having trouble figuring this out, I gave you the key. Lisa, what if you're under the horizon line looking at someone? If you're under the horizon line, then you're looking up, like this. If I draw a character like this, and they're looking down at us, that means a horizon line, our character is here. This is the back of their head we're looking at. This is not the front. You should go rest. Toothache is no laughing matter. So right there, and then, as you can see, as the person is looking down at that person, I gotcha. Well, technically I did, but this time I made the person look down on someone. So that's pretty much what that is. This is a good composition, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're just kind of like on the floor. Kind of. I know what, you're right, I should go lay down. Alright, guys, I did my job for today. I did what I could. I don't know. I tried. Oh, man. What did he do? What did he do? That's a good question. What did he do? Maybe he's too busy sneaking peeks on looking at anime girls on Pinterest. His girlfriend's probably upset at that. She's probably mad. I don't know, make that easier. I think I do a pretty good job at doing that. She's all mad at him. There you go. All right, now let's give her hair so he knows a girl. There you go. Spiky hair, dude. Draw her at me. You're funny. But I gotta go. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys learned something today. I can't say I never try to teach you guys something. You're funny. I'm still trying to figure out how to use gradient maps, but you know, crazy. Anyway, so with that said, we're gonna move on and go rest up. I'll be on later on. We're gonna be playing bread. You said bread? I'm gonna check. Okay. Oh, it's probably on Discord. Let me check real quick. Hold on. Let me check that bread. Oh, fuck. Check that bread. Let's check that bread. Is it on Instagram or on Discord? I think it's on Discord. Probably on Discord. Yeah, Discord. Oh, that's some nice bread. That's some nice bread. Let's go. Looks nice. Lovely bread. Let's go. Look at that bread. Let's get that bread. That is so cool. Looks yummy. Can make a pizza out of that. Let's go. No problem. Looks really delicious. Awesome. Get that bread, bro. So with that said, I'm out here, guys. Have a great night or morning, whatever they call it. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours or so. We're going to be playing Blue Protocol first, and then we'll do artwork later. All right, I'm out, guys. Keep safe, keep trying, keep drawing, and, enjoy your nights. All right. Mr. Sadbread. All right, I'm out.